It's here for Mobi Biara Akwaba once again about the FDA of Pinax TV. Now, currently in Ghana, the biggest issue, which is of a national concern, at that Ghana, as I'm saying, this has even got more traction and has more media hype than anything, than even Mohammed's court case currently in Ghana. It's about LGBT. The question is, should we legalize it or not? This has become a national concern. It seems like 80% of the population is saying, we should not attempt to even do that. But then there's a silent voice and there's a silent minority which is saying and growing every day. Their numbers are growing every day. Omoka say these people of gays, lesbian, LGBT for no almost only nipa to say yeah. It is said ubi no den no no say sebe obefa be ma to. Let's leave the person. Oba no den no no say sebe onen nyonko ba ebeda yenja no. And these are how this particular topic, gays and LGBT, this is the division it has created in Ghana currently. The latest person to join in the conversation about this particular case, as a former President John Kufuor. Now, the words of this man, I'll give you details and how he said this, going into more. In some of the explosive details is very overwhelming. He thought he said this LGBT thing, it started one day. It started way back. A brother Jerry John Rawlings handed over to Kufuor, and the pressure started mounting in. Say gay, lesbian, transgender. These people are human beings also. And then we need to do something about it. Papi, ex-president John Kufuor, I bet drop a bombshell. I'll be giving you more details in Samawaka and what he's saying about this thing. At the end of the day, Ghana forecast said, yeah, this man, what he's saying is going to confirm what we think, and perhaps is going to actually give us a standpoint on why we should or we should not legalize gayism here in Ghana. Also coming up right here on this particular platform, Menoka say there's fire on the mountain because MPP Akuffo Addo, the ministers designate for Menoka say these ministers were appointed, and I say, yeah, Akuffo they appointed them. They need to go through vetting, per the constitution and the laws of Ghana. Any minister, the president will designate him, and I say, or be man 2 ministers, or be appointed as unqualified minister. And was any plan or go through vetting. Near screen, near bisa the question say, do you know the work that you're about to do? Do you have any knowledge about the work? And aside from that, too, at the end of the day, the person will also be voted upon. It's in a vetting idea, and at the end of the day, people lose, people win. 3 ministers and Honorable Akoto and Mr. Information Minister Designate Kojo Opon Nkrumah. These people NDC4 are rejecting, knowing vehemently say their rejection perhaps is going to mean that these people are not going to get the minister's position. Menoka said there's an update concerning to this and why NDC says these 3 people, they are rejecting them and they don't want them to be ministers in Ghana. But in Japan or other platform, they say that is because NDC fears these 3 people. Hawakumsen. They fear Hawakumsen because she is the only person who has gone more than 3 times at Kaswa and I say Futu Senya or Central Region. Also, Madam Esla Owusu. They fear Madam Esla Owusu, and also again they fear Kojo Opon Nkrumah and the other minister. This is because they fear. That is why NDC is doing everything in their power to reject these people. There's more updates concerning that particular issue. I'll be giving you more updates as time goes on. Now let's start off with the main issue of the day. Middle Cassidy John Kufuor, who happens to be the second president of the 4th Republic, which we say Ghana, and you're calling to a democratic realm, and I say a switch called democracy. The second person, your man the baton, John Kufuor. The first person was Jerry John Rawlings, and the second person was John Kufuor, who took over Ghana's presidency from 2001 to 2008. Likewise, 1992 to 2000 was Jerry John Rawlings. So John Kufuor played a pivotal role among for a friend on the pioneer of democracy. But then there's something on the Abetuja over the course in time. We said the update are now the biggest issue on Ghana. The biggest concern LGBT gayism nina by abra US President Joe Biden say or no once Wabakunyano so as the US president is going to fight for the right of each and every person, including LGBT, lesbians, gays, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex. He's going to fight for the right of these people because they are also Ghanaians. And the aid no or share a mind penny for especially Africa say you legalize LGBT a deben train now. If Africa yen penny for no ombeya swordin and then this was going to happen obe sanction one sanction so at the end of the day too loans and ICKB would be my as grant is and support things no ni nyina no on farm my and also be my what the condition beton legalize gay take the loan and we can see say the 50 billion or so were allocated to countries like Africa say if I fight coronavirus no yeah the condition at home Akuffo Addo this kana they will tell you say sign the and I say make sure say you legalize gay before we give you the money. The money if you legalize it you get it. Now this has generated a whole lot of concerns. You won't say media has been biased. You won't say 70% of Ghana celebrities no do wanna support. Say we should legalize whilst the other 30 you the latest person be joining Michael Issa. But me know because the latest person to join in the conversation of this particular thing John Kufuor. Now Kufuor Ebra or assuming the presidency and a day we started the pressure started mounting on him. Legalize it too sharp. Way back in 2001 Ebra na Bill Clinton or president George Bush Bill Clinton was 1992 2000 Ebra George Bush president way back from 2001 to 2008 Barack Obama it take you over and that was the time they started mounting pressure about the gayism and other things. Now person me can see be kind of we are now the evidence via is some kind evidence not up to screen so amount. Now this is what Kufuor is saying verbatim. Now me kind in seminar or can verbatim you should know that these are things that on one kasa it be na no can and I will be what we this actually tells us that this whole gayism thing is actually deeper than what we think. Now, say Kufuor ekaye or patch said way back, and I'm starting some more pressure for the same sex the same sex marriage in Ghana. Into Usha has here or say no law in Ghana actually gives us the mandate say you be legalize homosexuality and all parties say immediately he assumed the presidency and the questions started coming in, the arguments started coming in say Kufuor legalize LGBT, Kufuor legalize gayism, Kufuor LGBT are good, the people need it just like what Nelson Mandela did. Same-sex marriage is good, legalize it because we are the father of democracy. Kufuor reply. Now I've got what I wanted, so I'll be putting it on the screens and I'll be quoting what he said verbatim as you can see what is on the screens now. Kufuor said, quote, as you can see, I rejected LGBT legalization when I was president because it baffled me. It still baffles me because LGBT practice is against our culture, religion, and even defies nature, he said. No law allows such a thing in Ghana. The president Kufuor Addo has emphatically stated that it will not be legalized under his reign. So let's forget about it, Kufuor. These are the words of Kufuor, and I'm quoting. So he's telling you, say, under his regime, Obeye, the second president of the Fourth Republic, that was when the pressure started coming in. Legalize. Gayism legalize it. I said, he rejected it. Then after him came Atanos. Atanos the names of rejected and I rejected. Mama too, we don't know if he rejected it or not rejected. But Nipa also I rejected. In a president Kufuor Addo. And Kufuor being the founder, one of the founding fathers of MPP, they are not going to sit down and make this thing come to law. So if MPP has rejected it, which is the sitting president, then it tells you say perhaps NDC some banner because of marriage, which means same-sex marriage in there. Ibia enyamba so ebebaso ni in the next 1,000 years now, and no by that time we say. So this is actually what is going on now. I'll be giving you more details into now. Moving on to the second update, now it has to do with the ministers designate. As you can see, MPP ministers in limbo over vetting. NDC for Kase because almost year vets now there's a share amount of NDC people and a share amount of MP people, which means amount for 10 almost year vets now shares ministers now Kufuor Addo appointing if they rightfully deserve it or not. It be a 6 MPP 4 NDC. The NDC are rejected some key people. Now they've given reasons why they've actually rejected him. Let me start with Kojo Oppong Nkrumah. According to NDC, the reason why they are rejecting Kojo Oppong Nkrumah is based on some few premises and things at Ekoso. Now, according to NDC omo patch say yenhwe Supreme Court case here ekoso kojo opon kuma koye no say because chairman say bia say aboy bia onidin insema yenkan wo court no okwa obekwa akogina media aka ena amanfo so metro madwin against the election petition case no this man Kojo opon kuma who go and twist it and even cite say these people have done contempt of court, thereby the people will be punished. So according to NDC he can be a minister of information. Until they reject it. Until at the end of the day, no share has a quote. Mama share in summer a year parliamentary vetting committee they said about a year this particular minister designate a year Kojo Opon Nkrumah. Things I have is also the minister designate for information was not the least candidate for the committee on the multiple infractions of the law leading to the Bank of Ghana's revocation of the license of Over Microfinance, a company in which he was 83% majority shareholder. He failed to admit ethical liability for the related party lending between Over Microfinance and West Brownstone, which also belongs to him. He also denied obligations concerning the bank. And aside from that, Omo Pache said he peddled untruths under oaths under the circumstances, leading to investigative journalist Manasseh Azuri relocating to South Africa with the assurance and with the assistance of the Media Foundation for West Africa when the journalist faced threats to his life. The nominee, Mr. Ekani, the nominee was quite evasive on his association with Max 24 TV, which is owned and managed by his wife, with other family members such as Kwabena Opon Nkrumah serving as shareholder or trustee for the parent company MS24, known as Black Voter Publications Limited, incorporated recently on the 4th of April 2017. And aside from that, they are saying he also incited various instigations which led to the Supreme Court citing Dominic Ayeni and lawyer Dominic Ayeni for contempt of court. So the NDC is basing on this particular premise, saying that they are rejecting Kojo Opon Nkrumah as the minister designate. And you know kwana sebe no abasem nipa sisi ano me no ka say na so shepa Madam Hawakunsen. Madam Hawakunsen put the need the short. They ask her, you see a Obey Minister of Fisheries. They say, okay, what is fisheries? And I say, explain your post. Now, Madam of Fambo Basabasa. NDC saying the girl and the woman, the woman doesn't know her job. She does not know anything about fisheries in Kufour Addo. We shouldn't put our nation in limbo because of politics. There are other people in NDC who can equally do their job. You said you wanted Ghana to work together. You said you wanted both parties to work together. So appoint an NDC person as a minister of fisheries, because clearly, Omo parties this woman cry on seven on your graduate. And aside from that, we don't need to give it to her, because basic contracts accounts in your maniema be a trust 00 or trust 0 be the 5 kokawa. Because Rebecca said her literacy and her illiteracy background is very, very, very bad. So this is what they are saying. They are rejecting Madam Hawakumsen. Now another person so I know Abbas this particular nominee American Dr. Owusu Ifeyi Akoto. Now this is the minister designate for food and agriculture. Now Omoka say through the vetting Nyema they realized he was very untruthful even under oath. And aside from that, Omopa say the abrogation of the fruit and export terminal contract in 2015 Papi account and abrogated that particular contract. Aside from that too, they gave a citation say aside from he being untruthful about his dealings at the other, he also saw say he was untruthful under oath about his directive ordering GPHA to issue a license to Fruit Terminal Company Limited and how his actions could lead to a 50 million judgment death. That is number A. C. The nominee was grossly insincere with the appointments committee on a special relationship with the director of AMG, the director of AMG Company Limited, Mr. Ernest Appiah, and the latest control of fertilizer contracts awarded by the ministry, LATTER, which means the former. And Omosaka said the minister designate was particularly discourteous, downright condescending, and offensively arrogant in his appearance at the committee, which is not kind of attitude expected of public servants. And nothing also rejected. And the last person rejected Madam Esla Uso, but on no me say NDC for they couldn't bring any substantial claim, rather and as Ibia it has been confirmed. So these are the people that just said they've actually rejected the letter, need lengthy letter on the but the good news is here that sorry just as we were on the verge of this story, they voted. So what happened was Thursday done and now much and we secret voting. Remember, in as much as NDC is going to reject them, they have to vote on them. Vetting, yeah, so people have seen the potency and the legibility of these candidates if they satisfy the position which has been given to them or which has been merited to them by the president of the land, Kufour Addo. So based on that, so they did secret voting Thursday dawn, and at the end of the day, the results show clearly said these people have won the majority vote. What I have here, I have Dr. Owusu Afie, who is the Agriculture Minister Designate. Vote 143 people approved of him, and also a vote one man approving 121. And Hawa Kumsin, she shockingly, this particular woman was one person who got more votes. And also Onusu Enya 161 votes. That is 60.75% of the votes, and 104 votes man. And Kujo upon Nkrumah among 455 in the vote man, 110 vote man. So after that, because the loss of the land, say after all of these things are caused, it was say a candidate should satisfy more than 50% of the vote, which means a vote here. I was at least 50% of the people should satisfy. Should actually say, okay, a Jumani Edema, you can do it or not. If you get more than 50% of the votes, you are good to go. And clearly, what will be shown on the screens, the results are of course, it tells you that these people indeed, they've actually got that, as you can see right now on the screens. I'm sharing the picture with you, as you can see right now on your screen. As you can see, Dr. Kufour Addo got 143. Hawakumsin got 161, Kojo Nkrumah got 155, and all of these candidates got more than 50%. Hawakumsin got more, 60.75. I even thought that she was going to get less because people were saying she was an illiterate and all of that. But I think the sympathy played here, and also looking at the facts that we need to give women opportunity for them to lead in our politics. That argument also was candidate. Perhaps it pushed this narrative, letting her get this particular nominee. So okay, this is what is going on in Ghana. We'll do what to give you more updates as these turn of events unfold right here in Ghana.